with your friendly nosy neighbors, Jessica Cardon.
And Chad Murdock.
Chad Murdock from
Murdock Manwaring Company.
That's right. So those of you that don't know, if you didn't know, Knowsy Neighbors is a Murdock Manwaring Company arm of our marketing. So we're excited. Chad is here.
Yeah.
You're going to see more of Chad and more of Jeremy. So
Yep. We want to be more involved and visit these awesome businesses.
That's right. So today, by the way, thanks for joining us. Like and follow our page. If you love things, all Southeast Idaho local businesses and events, and if you love real estate, like we love real estate, head over to the Murdock Manwaring Company page and like and follow there. And there's a lot of cool stuff going on in real estate.
Yeah.
And by the way, if we can help you sell or buy your home, please give us a call.
Yep.
So today,
where are we, Jess?
Today,
I mean, people might notice we're at a department store.
We're just out shopping. Picking up a few necessaries.
Not for me right now, but anyway.
We're actually in Costco.
Yeah.
So we're in the Costco, and you'll notice we're over here in I don't want to say the pharmacy section.
No, it's in the optical section is what we are.
We are actually in the optical section. So we are going to visit today with Dr. Brad Rhinehart. He is with Valley Eye Care, and we are going to talk about the optical center, or Dr. Rhinehart, inside of Costco, because you thought you know, but you may not know.
Well, and he looks familiar because if you went to Sam's Club, he was the eye doctor there.
Yeah, so how does that work and what's going on?
Yeah, well, he's a private doctor. Yeah. You would think that with Sam's Club and Costco, they might work for them, but they're independent. So it's an independent eye doctor. They were in Sam's Club, and then he transitioned over here.
So we want to make sure you know all about how that works now that he's over at Costco. So let's go and talk to him.
Yeah, see his new equipment.
See his new
Brand
stuff.
new. This is all new stuff.
It's all very fancy. So when you come into Costco, you come right past all of the cashiers, and it's over here on the south side, super easy to get to. Well, hello.
Hello, hey. Valley Eye Care.
Valley Eye Care. So can the nosy neighbors ask a few questions?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll answer.
It would be awkward if you said no at this point.
I was going to say, it depends on the question, but
that's probably a good
I think
point.
I'm okay.
So tell us who you are behind the masks. Who's the man behind the mask? That was good.
International man of mystery.
That's right.
Yes, you know how these eye doctors are. I'm Dr. Rhinehart, and this is Cami.
Hi, Cami.
I'm Cami.
So, okay, Dr. Rhinehart, so you used to be in Sam's.
Yes.
But you're here now.
Yes.
Do you now work for Costco? Did you work for Sam's? How does that work?
Good questions. I am an independent optometrist. I practiced at Sam's Club for almost 16 years. And then when Costco came to town, we thought this would be a good opportunity, so we just moved over here. So still independent, so I don't work for Costco.
Okay, so you don't.
So for example, me being a client of yours before, my records would be easily found now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have all the old records from previous patients at Sam's Club.
So they didn't belong to Sam's Club?
No.
We weren't a Sam's Club patient?
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They're actually your records, but I'm the custodian of them, so they come with me. So
cool.
Yeah.
So that leads us to a really good question. I have a million questions. Oh, wait. By the way, who is the client that's coming to Valley Eye Care? So who is you guys' perfect client? Who should be coming to you here?
We like everybody. We don't discriminate.
Yeah, everyone. That's the right answer.
We see a lot of more mature patients that have dry eye issues. They're starting to get cataracts. So we do a lot of medical eye care and co-managing with their ophthalmologic surgeon.
So not just basic coming in to get your eyes checked for glasses. You guys are, if someone has cataracts, this is still the place.
No, we do a lot of the I just need to see better stuff, but we do a lot of computer eye strain headache stuff, and anyone that just needs to see better and enjoy doing what they do. If they're having trouble with their leisure reading or other quality of life issues, or they're tired of fogging up their face mask, or they want to be able to see while they're skiing. A lot of active lifestyle, they want some contacts. So,
How often should one go to an eye doctor?
It's recommended to have an eye exam every year, sometimes every couple of years if you're healthy and there's nothing really going on. But for most younger patients, up to adolescents, up to age early adulthood, and then later on 55 and up, definitely every year.
Gotcha. So if they want to make an appointment, or they are already, I know this guy's going to be in the video, he's a photo bomber. If they are already a patient, now they need to, how do they get a hold of to make an appointment?
They call us. If you call the Costco store, there's an extension to our department, specifically the doctor's office, and you just call in and we can schedule it right then. Just ask for some basic information and get you in within a week.
So they call the Costco number, they don't call a number directly for you guys.
We do have a direct phone
What's
number.
your direct phone number?
I have to look at it.
She's
still.
like a
I
little.
think
Yeah, I'm
it's,
like, oh
is this it here?
Chad's
Yeah,
got it.
Chad's
Yep,
got it
the
right
If I
man.
remember right, it's 986-497-3164.
Nailed it.
986-497-3164.
So
I think
n-
it even says it right here.
So with that zip code,
Right.
how come it's not an Idaho zip code?
I have no idea what's up with that zip code. It is just a larger answering service, and I mean, we do have a voicemail here, which is a nice thing that we didn't have before.
Gotcha.
So we can call patients back if they leave a message. So if you're thinking, I need to call and make an appointment, and then you call, but it's not during our hours, just leave us a message and we'll call you back, because then you don't have to worry about it or try to remember it later when you're doing a billion other things.
So if you think you're not calling a local doctor, you're still getting a local doctor.
yeah.
Just in that.
And then we have a Facebook page and we have a website.
Awesome. What's your
so-
guys' website?
It's www.valley-eyecare.com.
Perfect. Can they make? Can they ask for an appointment through Facebook Messenger?
We used to have a button for that, but we have a different scheduling app now, and
Gotcha.
so,
So
we
they
just have
need to
them
call
call
in.
us.
Yeah.
Usually people have enough questions like, where are you? Do I need a membership? Which is no. And do you take my insurance? So we just kind of eliminated that because we didn't have people using that a lot.
Okay.
So you just
that-
said something important. Yeah.
that's
So you
right.
do not need a membership to Costco to come here and get an eye exam.
Correct. I'm
How do you
independent.
get past the sentinels that guard the gate?
You call us and we'll come out and grapple with them while you run in.
And then you make a run for
And
it.
make a run
all
for
the way
it.
over
There we
here.
go.
Yeah. You just tell them you're here to see the eye doctor,
Ah.
and they'll let you in.
Excellent.
But then to buy hardware, glasses, and contacts, you would need a membership.
So that
we
leads
give-
my question. So you buy your contacts and your hardware from Costco, but you guys' eye exam is Valley Eye Care.
Yeah, we just do the corrective, lenses, the prescriptions for eyeglasses, contacts, medical eye care. We don't do any retail, which is fine with me because that's just not my bag.
So
Make
does
it
that?
easier.
What if you want to buy your contacts somewhere else?
No problem. We can give you a copy of the prescription at the end of the exam.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can-
if you, let's say you've always bought from 1-800 contacts, and now they're like, your prescription needs to be updated. How much would that cost to get that updated so you can keep buying them there?
Okay, the contact exam is $99. So it gives you a spectacle prescription and a contact prescription. We'll give you some contacts to wear at the conclusion of the exam and your script. Try a new brand if you feel like there's room for improvement, you want to try something new. And then we can see you for follow-up visits as needed to make sure that you're in a product you like before you buy.
I think that's unique, is
Let
that
me,
you know.
Let me mention something. Jess and I were having an argument earlier about something that she doesn't think exists. Transitional lens contacts.
Oh my word.
Yes.
Okay,
Where
wait.
they actually go, yeah.
Let's find out.
No
Yeah.
way!
Let's
If
show
I
you-
lose this
let's show you the
argument, I'm gonna be
unicorn.
so mad.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can you have transitional contact lenses? How
I
is
mean,
that possible?
Yeah, obviously.
I haven't labeled the drawers yet, but yep, we've got the AccuView Oasis transition contacts right
What?
there.
All right, you have to explain that.
So they're photochromatic. When you go into UV, exposure, then they'll darken.
But how is that okay to have your contacts darkened?
Well, it's just like eyeglasses.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable. There's too much change.
It's progress, change, whatever.
So the transitions lenses, sometimes it doesn't transition when you go into inside. They don't transition as fast.
I do tell my patients, especially more mature
And they
patients,
take their
that
glasses off.
when they already have reduced contrast sensitivity issues as they age, they may not love their their glasses as much as they used to in the transition, because it does take a long time for them to clear up. They always retain a little bit of their tint, but they're great for people who are just a little bit light sensitive and don't want to
Yeah.
switch.
Okay, so I am super light. I get migraines so either that, should I be looking into that? I get migraines if I'm out in the sun too long and I don't have a hat and glasses.
Okay, I probably wouldn't go with those lenses for that. I would keep doing what you're doing because you get more UV protection from the sunglasses anyway. You get a darker tint from the sunglasses, and then you can kind of take them off, put them on when you want, stuff like that. And
Cool.
the transitions, they don't get as dark as your sunglasses.
Gotcha.
So-
But someone who
But they're
might
kind
like
of-
a little bit of that.
But it'll give you like black eyes when you walk around. So
And
me,
the-
for example.
There's a little bit of a cosmetic alteration with the transitions.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah.
This is getting exciting. That's really cool. So, okay, so tell us all the services that you guys offer. So you're doing contacts and glasses, but what else
Yep.
would someone come in for?
Okay, let's show you some of the screening equipment
Ooh,
here,
yeah.
love it.
and we'll take you into one of the
All
exam
brand
rooms.
new equipment, which is fun.
Very nice.
It
I'm
looks very
sure-
fancy.
So, just so we don't disappoint people, we can still give them a little air puff.
Oh,
Yes.
so
But it's
great.
fairly gentle. Some of them, the old school ones, they would actually kind of recoil and kick a little bit. This is pretty gentle. This one will do the autorefractor, autokeratometer, so it'll measure your cornea for contacts. It will guesstimate your prescription for a starting point.
Wow.
And then it'll port that information straight into the room there, and we just hit a button and it'll automatically dial it up into the phoropter. So it's really fast and efficient, and then we'll check your pressures with the little air puff. Unless you don't want to do it that way, but we have other ways to do that. And then we can look at
stick a
old
swab in
glasses
your
here.
eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, red hot pokers and lasers are
Excellent.
some of our favorite things. If you have glasses and you want to see how your new prescription compares to your old ones, and you don't have your old script, we can look at that and compare. Because people are generally curious, how did my prescription change?
Yeah.
And then this is a visual field, Oculus Easy Field, for testing not acuity, which is what we do in the room there, but sensitivity, retinal sensitivity and function. So we use that for glaucoma patients, neurologic disease, stroke stuff.
Wow.
And then we can map out where the blind spots are in their visual field. So, and then we have the Optos, which is new, and
Yeah,
that's
this looks
for
very
ultra-wide field
robotic.
retinal imaging, so we can get a good photograph of the retina. We have different filters we can put in there for looking at deeper layers of the retina or more superficial layers. We can photo document any abnormal lesions, and it's really great.
Or if we have
So-
macular degeneration in one eye.
Sure. You're too young for that.
You keep telling me that.
It's true.
I'm worried
It's
about
true.
it.
And then we have our contacts are over here. So we have just buckets and buckets of
I was going
contact
to say,
lenses.
does someone expect if they come in for an IM that they can go home with contacts today, or is all of them got to be ordered? Are you pretty?
If they can't get contacts at the conclusion of the exam, they'll already know that about themselves usually, because they're an outlier, like really high prescription
Gotcha.
and like high astigmatism. So
What about the people that want the cosmetic-y contacts?
good question.
They want to change their eyes, or they want to get the weird cat eyes, or they want, I mean,
The wild eyes and stuff like that, we don't see a lot of those. We get a lot of inquiries about that at Halloween, but they're
Yeah.
special orders, and so by the time that they would come in, people haven't given themselves enough lead.
Yeah.
So, but we can do
'Cause
like,
it's
you
the
know,
day
They come the
before.
day of.
we can
Yeah.
prescribe the Air Optics colors, the Fresh Look colors, or color blends. Yep.
you've got all those things.
Mhm.
So what about glasses? How did you guys get an expansion of your glass selection, or are they expecting? What are they kind of looking at with that?
We can look at the inventory out there, and you know, I can show you what the optical center looks like
Let's take a look.
on our way out. But first, let's show you
yeah.
one of the
Show me
exams.
there.
Show the equipment in
I'm
there.
always up to the cool, sparkle things.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let Tommy walk around in there.
Yeah.
So, got a great slit lamp there, really fabulous optics, and the phoropter, of course, is
What's the phoropter?
That's where we do the refraction. That's where we do the which is better, 1 or 2, and people like that.
1 or 2.
Nobody gets
One
stressed
or
out over it.
two.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah. So
No, we just try to
no
give people.
pressure. No
one of the things we
pressure.
like to we don't rush things. We like to take our time and let people know, this is your party. We're gonna do what's right for you. And they're like, oh, you get so nervous. I get test anxiety or whatever. So
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
you just need. Here's what you pay attention to. Here's what you don't pay attention to. You're not gonna blow it with one wrong answer. We recheck everything as we go. But when we get the screening done out there, like I said, we just port the
Oh,
information
wow.
right over to here. And when we're done, we clear it out. And then when we bring in the next patient, we just hit the input for whatever number patient they are. And then it'll automatically dial up right
Holy.
here.
So
Yeah.
now
And then-
while you're hitting that, those things are changing.
Yeah. No
yeah.
more click, turn. all
What?
that
And then we just fine tune it here. And then when we're done, we can just print it right out like that, so nobody has to read my
Wow.
handwriting. Right, Cami?
That's a lot better.
I
huh?
try.
Yeah.
And we can look at the Optimap images here with the patient, so we review those together and look at our
Wow.
findings. And if we have abnormal pathology, we can show them like what that looks like on screen that we see there.
I remember sitting on these, and be like 1 or 2. I'm like, they look the same. Is this a trick?
When we
is
get
this
down
a
to the real
trick?
fine tuning, they kind of look the same, but we know
Yeah.
what to do with that when it looks the
Yeah.
same.
So I have a question because
Go
we're
ahead.
in here.
Mhm.
Why is this here?
Okay.
How and tell me what that is. How come that is back there when you're supposed to sit there?
Okay. Well, this gives
Why
the
don't you
patient a
sit
direct
right
line of
there,
sight
Jess?
to the screen.
What?
Sit down in the chair. Right?
Yeah, there's different ways to configure it. In the good old days, they would have a projector, and
Oh, it
so
lines
yeah.
right up.
Yeah, but it has to do with the short room and the test distance that we need and stuff like that for the.
Oh, okay. It needs to be a certain amount of
Mhm.
far away.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah.
Look at that. Huh. Pretty cool. Now I have to wipe that down. That's phenomenal. I love that. This is very techy.
Yeah, the nice thing about this too is that I can sit and just kind of slide over here and just turn the dial while people are sitting there. That way I don't have to be right up on them in their grill while we're doing the refraction, and we can have a little more physical distancing.
Yeah. So that
So-
makes me think of when we think about COVID right now. Are
Yeah.
you still doing eye exams because it's really hard to stay that 6 feet away?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
You still can come in and everything just fine.
Yep.
Easy. Wow.
Yeah, eyes are essential.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So I want to reiterate before we go look at glasses. I want to reiterate, if you were a patient at Sam's Club, you are still a patient of yours. And so it's just a different location.
Yep.
So you can even come in and get your eye exam and go buy your glasses at Sam's Club if you want.
Wherever you want.
Gotcha. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
we do have 4 certified opticians out here though that are really good. They hire
What does that
only-
mean for certified opticians?
They-
Let's walk out this way.
Okay, so opticianry in Idaho is not something that is licensed.
Opticianry.
Selling glasses, adjusting glasses, and all that stuff pertaining to the hardware. So, but they've done some self-study, some training and testing through the American Board of Opticianry, and so they know what they're doing basically.
So
they're
these
good.
guys are employees of yours?
These are Costco associates.
Awesome. And so they're there to fit and
Yep.
wow.
Yep. So when we're done, we'll bring the patient out here.
So in this is all where you would come in you go to one of these stations to buy the glasses.
Yep. This is where they let you look at the frames, try them on,
Wow.
see what you like, and then they talk to you about your lens options. Usually we've had a discussion with them already when we bring the patient out that this is Bob, he likes flat top 28 bifocal, he doesn't want a progressive lens, or he does want a progressive lens, or he doesn't like transitions or whatever, or he wants a pair just for computer and occupational pair, or he wants a pair just for golf, because when you golf you can't use your bifocals, so there are lots of different considerations that we try to keep in play for.
So let's talk about that. So one of the things is, can you put the blue light filter glasses for your computer?
Yeah.
Can you pick any one of these for if you wanted to do that? Because that's
Yes.
an important thing right now.
Yeah,
And it's
you
getting
can
worse.
put that on
you know.
anyone. Yeah, and you can still wear them as a normal dress pair, but because it's an anti-glare coating, everything they still has an anti-glare coating, but that one has a little more of a yellow cast that blocks more blue light, which is near the UV spectrum. It's next door neighbors, high energy visible blue light from your video display terminal. So when we
Is
do
that a
so
good
much time
idea?
on, sure,
If
yeah,
you're on the computer all the time to have special glasses?
yeah, especially if you are worried about like macular disease when you get to that age, which you're not yet. But.
He keeps telling
Yeah,
me
I've
that.
heard about those. I've never. I mean, we're on the computer
Yeah,
all day long.
All day. And even now it's getting worse, and it might even get worse as people decide that
Well, yeah.
they're not going back to the workplace. They're going to do everything virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to be having less screen time on
Yeah.
the screen.
You don't think those computers are just a fad?
No,
I don't think it's a
they're here
fad.
to stay.
The internet maybe,
starting to
but
figure
not
out
computers. So they can come in and they can say, hey, listen, I am on the computer now. I do want to do it. And they don't have to have a prescription.
They do.
They do have
They
to have
do,
a
yeah.
prescription for the anti-blue
Yeah,
light.
to have any ophthalmic frames made in, with lenses, they would need a prescription. Even if they don't need correction, they would need something that says they don't need correction. So we would test them for that.
Oh, gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha. Is that the
I think
same
I want
cost?
to get some of those.
I think I'm going to get some of
Yeah.
those too.
Yeah,
That'll
we
do
just still
for
run
an
through the
eye
whole
exam.
thing. Most people have a little refractive error, a little focusing issue, or
So
at
wait a
least
minute.
they're
What if I
working.
have contacts
Okay,
and I wear contacts do they not have? Or,
so we could just write a prescription that says, no correction in the lenses, and then you can.
So that still works. Just
Yeah.
to say I can still wear those glasses
Yeah.
if.
Yep.
Oh. Gotcha.
And we do that a lot. We do a lot of specialty glasses over contacts. Some people have monovision where they wear one eye for distance and one for near because they don't want to wear reading glasses over the contacts, or they don't like the bifocal contacts. So then for them, we'll make glasses that they can use to drive home with, so that they'll be binocular, or something where they want to do a lot of leisure reading and they want some buddy system action. So we'll prescribe a pair that will get them binocular for up close, or whatever.
awesome.
So we try to really keep it, customized to what the patient's needs are.
Yeah.
Most of the time we can get
We're going to
everything
move
they
this
need.
way because I don't feel like you should have to stand in front of the Depends.
That's fine with me. That's
Come
fine
this
with
way,
me.
over this way, Dr.
Okay,
Rhinehart,
good.
Let's aim this way. As I'm looking and listening to you, I keep glancing at the excellent background that we initially supplied.
I'm just glad
for
to
the
be away from the
beginning.
TVs and stereos.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yes.
they stand outside your doors.
But yeah, we try to, some people, especially over, 40, 45, there are different things in play. So, where they need distance correction and close-up correction, or they're doing specialized tasks.
Right.
So hopefully you can get one system that works for everything, contacts, or glasses that'll work for everything. But for certain situations, maybe you need something else. So we try to tailor to that additional need.
Gotcha.
About
They need to
clean up
come in
on-
and talk about what their needs are.
Yep.
Can they call in and talk about that, or do they
Yeah,
need to
no,
come
we're
in?
good with questions. Yep.
So
But-
how long is it? How long does it take you if you want an exam? Can you come in tomorrow? Are you guys busy enough, or do you need to be out of ways?
Yeah, you need to give yourself about a week heads up right now. Although
Which isn't bad.
every day we'll get a no show or so. So you're always we always get a walk in right about then. It seems like so. Yeah, it's
Works
never
out.
a wasted venture to call in on the day of or.
Yeah.
So let's talk about insurance. How
Okay.
does that work?
Okay.
Any difference?
So Cami, we'll let you.
Cami, coming
How
on
insurance
in.
works?
Yeah.
We do have a select list of insurances that we take that we're in network for. So when you call in and make an appointment, we usually take your information, your insurance information, so that we can verify that before you come in, just to make sure that you can receive benefits from your insurance. We aren't able to bill out of network, but the material center is. So if you are out of network for our office and for the Costco material center, they can still get you some sort of benefit on that, but we cannot. So
Is there any difference if you have insurance versus paying cash?
When we do insurances, we do have to do a little more as far as like documentation and additional, test or procedure or two. And the refraction has to be billed, separately for billing and insurance. But
there any
if we
cost
do,
difference?
depending on how we code it, and we always try to do it in the most way that, the way that's most fair, and try to be transparent with people so they know before they come in. Like she said, verifying benefits beforehand is a big deal, so they know how to use their resources the best. And we have a lot of patients.
Base cost difference. Usually people have a copay on their
Gotcha.
insurance,
Yeah.
which is under their specialist or primary copay on their card, or when we call in and verify, they give us a specific copay that they're supposed to pay, and then they cover the rest usually.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Most of the time when we're in network, it's a contract limit, and so our fee is usually in bounds, but if there's anything over that, it's just, just like any other insurance, it's discounted off per plan parameters. So,
Perfect.
yeah, and we have a lot of people who, we've done it at Sam's for a long time, and then we're doing it here too. I have broader reach with VSP here, so we do a lot of in-network VSP now. And I saw a lot of VSP patients before, and they would just submit it for reimbursement. And every once in a while we'll still
What's
see one that's
VSP?
out of network for
Oh.
VSP, Vision Service Plan.
Okay.
Every once in a while, and I don't know why, sometimes we're out of network. Usually we're in.
Yeah.
But even in that case, people know that it's cost effective to come here and then just submit it for reimbursement.
Yeah.
We give them all the paperwork they need, so.
Got it.
All right, I have a question. Laser. What is it called? Now I
LASIK.
just forgot. What?
LASIK?
LASIK.
LASIK, uh-huh.
So how are you guys, if someone wants to get LASIK, do they have to come to you first? Are you guys not involved in that? How does that work?
They can go directly to like Idaho Eye and Laser Center, which is where we recommend they go anyway. And but we can do the preoperative workup here.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of workup that goes into that. The procedure itself doesn't take very long, but the workup is extensive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so we're a LASIK affiliate with Idaho Eye and Laser Center, and we can do
Gotcha.
the post-op as well.
Perfect.
And most people that do that feel like it's money well spent if they're good candidates for it, and they're really selective there. I mean, and like I said, the workup is extensive to make sure they're going to have a successful outcome, and that they know what the procedure does and what it won't do for their vision.
Perfect. All right, did we miss
Cool.
anything? Is there something we didn't talk about that we should?
We're
He's
really
the
nice.
best.
He's the
And
best.
super
Cami
nice.
is super friendly.
He's the best.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I'm all
He
right.
knows what he's talking about. So if you want 100% on your exam,
This
Yeah.
is the guy.
this is the guy for
Yeah.
it.
No matter which one you pick, one or two, it's always right with you.
Whatever you want. It's your party. Yeah, we won't pick for you, but we won't let you pick the wrong one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we don't rush it. We take our time. I'm no smarter than anybody else, but we like to take our time and sweat over the details so you don't have to.
Yeah.
So no test anxiety here for eye
No,
exam.
No,
No.
you got it covered.
No,
Yeah.
That's
got
awesome.
your back.
Not too scary.
Well, I'll tell you, we go to Dr. Rhinehart. Chad goes there,
Yeah.
right?
Jeremy does.
Jaron, we're all endorsers.
Yep.
We're major endorsers, so we think it's great. And I want to just make sure you guys know that there's a local eye doctor here in Costco to come and take a look.
Yep.
It's awesome. All right, you
Thank
guys,
you.
give us your contact information one more time. Oh, you don't have your paper.
986-497-3164.
Yeah.
Perfect. Give them a call, make an appointment, come down to Costco, get your eyes done from Dr.
Yep.
Rhinehart and Cami.
And you know you're coming to Costco anyway, so
Right.
just come and get an eye exam while you're
in
here.
case you needed any extra products,
Yeah.
they're right close to where Dr. Rhinehart's office. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding.
I got you.
You're like,
I got
yeah, I heard that before. Awesome.
Those
All right, you guys,
Alrighty.
take a look. We're going to put a link in for their Facebook page and their phone number down below And get down here and talk. If you want to have a great eye doctor, come down to Dr. Rhinehart. This has been Jessica Cardon.
And Chad Murdock.
Your Nosy Neighbors, keeping you
In the know.
Your
Did you
armrest
really
right
make
there.
these armrests?
Yeah.
Ultimate absorbency. Oh boy. I'll do whatever.
Move that one over and then get a little bit closer.
We're not going to say anything about it.
Oh, you're not? That'll keep them watching.
Yeah, it'll be funny. All right, are we ready?
Nosy Neighbors, keeping you in the know.